Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to look at new programmability functions in MemSQL 7.1. Let's dive in. The first function we're going to look at is trunc. Previously we've been able to truncate dates like this. We'll pass in the sequence that we want to grab, the format, and it will truncate it. So in this case it trimmed off the time. Now we can use the trunc function and it has the opposite syntax. So let's pass in a date and we'll trim it to a day. We can see that it trimmed off all of the time. We can also do other things like trim to the first day of the week or the first day of the month or the first day of the quarter. We can also use trunc to truncate numbers. Previously we had the truncate function. Now we can use trunc to truncate numbers to a set number of digits. But we can also use trunc without specifying a precision, and it'll round it. Truncate always required a digit, so this was invalid. Next up, let's look at regular expressions. We had regex instr, which would give us the position in the string. So in this case, it's matching any letter, and the first letter it finds is that A. Now we can do Regex Substring, which will actually give us the thing that it matched, not just the position. We can pass in other parameters as well. The start index in the string, the sequence to match, and whether we want to do the beginning or end. And in this case, we're choosing to search case insensitively. So we see that position 1 was the first thing that matched. In this case, let's also grab, starting at the beginning of the string, the first instance, case insensitive, and we'll see that what we match is a capital A. We could also look for the second instance. We can also use regular expression syntax. So let's go find all of the digits. It tells me that position 5 is the beginning of that digit. Now we can know what digit that is. Oh, it's number 2. I'm going to start searching at the beginning of the string. I'm going to find the first instance of it. So now I've got 2. Let's grab the second instance. There's 5. And because I have this plus, I'm looking for all the sequential digits. Let's look for the third instance. And we'll see I get 10, both digits. Regex Substring allows me to grab the actual value rather than just the start and end position. Next up, toNumber. If I pass in a string, it will return to me a SQL number for that. I can give it a format as well. So for example, I have commas in my string, and so I'd like to parse out those commas. There's my number with incredible precision. If I have a $sign or other interesting characters at the beginning, I'll need to specify them in my string as well. Next up, let's look at IP addresses. We've had this IP address for a while, inet aton and nta, A to N and N to A. So let's go switch my IP address into this binary representation, and we'll get it back out. New in MemSQL 7.1, we can do that for Ipv6 addresses as well. inet6 A to N. So that's a hex value. Let's grab that hex value and unhex it and get it back to its digits. And I get my IP address back out. But I can also do it with an Ipv6 address. So there's the binary representation of that, or the hex value rather. And let's undo that one. And we can see that it correctly grouped the dots together, eliminating all of those zeros. So we can take this value as well and parse that as a valid Ipv6 address as well. These were just a few of the new features in MemSQL 7.1 that allow you to do programmability a lot easier.